Questions 1 through 10 on the 2012 Grade 11 Fermat Math Contest. Which of the following is not equal to a whole number? 60 over 12 is 5. 60 over 8 is 7.5. And there you go. 7.5 is not a whole number. Just to be complete, 60 over 5 is 12. 60 over 4 is 15. And 60 over 3 is 20. So as you can see, the one that is not a whole number is B for number 1. 3 minus 5 plus 7 is equal to 6 minus x. Okay, well, the left side here becomes 5, and this is 6 minus x. Bring the x over, bring the 5 over, and you get x is equal to 6 minus 5, which is 1. So number 2, the answer is C. In the diagram, HF is equal to HG, and JFG is a straight line segment. The value of x is. Well, if you look at that line, the two angles have to add up to 180. So if this is 110, then this guy's got to be 70, right? Now, these symbols mean that those two sides are the same. They tell you that in the question also, and that means that's isosceles, that triangle. So in an isosceles triangle, that angle is the same as that angle. So if that's 70, this is also 70. And now the sum of the angles of a triangle add up to 180. So 70 plus x is 180. Solving, you get x is equal to 180 minus 140, and therefore x is equal to 40. So number 3, the answer is E. The value of 1 plus a third plus times a 1 plus a quarter. 1 plus a third, and then multiply that by 1 plus a quarter. Well, 1 plus a third is 4 over 3, and 1 plus a quarter is 5 over 4. And these 4's cancel, so all you're left with is 5 over 3. Number 4, the answer is A. In the diagram, PQRS is a square, and M is the midpoint of PQ. The area of triangle MQR is 100. The area of square PQRS is. Well, let's label this 2x, and since M is the midpoint, MQ will be x. Now they told me MQR is 100, this triangle. So the area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height, which would be 2x times x, and that's 100. So this means that x squared is 100. The area of the square is 2x times 2x, and that is 4x squared. X squared we just figured out was 100, so therefore that is 400. So number 5, the answer is D. John ate a total of 120 peanuts over 4 consecutive nights. Each night he ate 6 more peanuts than the night before. How many peanuts did he eat on the 4th night? So x, and then the next night, x plus 6, and then x plus 12 the following night, and on the 4th night, 6 more, x plus 18. And when you add all of these up, it equals the 120. So this is the algebra we have to do. 4x plus 36 is equal to 120. 4x, therefore, is 84, and therefore x is 21. Now, the 4th night he ate x plus 18, so x plus 18 is 21 plus 18, and that is 39. So he ate 39 on the 4th night, so number 6, the answer is B. 5 identical squares form rectangle PQRS. As shown, the perimeter of the rectangle PQRS is 48. What is the area? Well, label them x, x, x like that. They're squares, right? So they're identical on all 4 sides like that. And then the perimeter, if we add up all the x's that I just wrote in, it's 12x, right? So that's the perimeter. And they told me the perimeter is 48, so that means 12x is equal to 48. And therefore x is equal to 4. So now they want me to figure out the area. The area is going to be length times width. Well, the width is just x, The length, which is all the way from there to there, is 5x. So we have 5x squared. So 5 times 4 squared, that's 5 times 16, which is 80. So the area is 80. Number 7, therefore, is C. If x is 2 and v is 3x, then what is the value of 2v minus 5 minus 2x minus 5? X is equal to 2, v is equal to 3x. Well, x is 2, so that means v is equal to 6. Substitute these guys into 2v minus 5 minus 2x minus 5, like that. 2 times v is 2 times 6 minus 5. And then 2 times 2 minus 5. So this becomes 12 minus 5, and this is 4 minus 5. So this is 7, and this is negative 1. So we are going to have basically 7 plus 1, which is 8. Number 8, the answer is 8. And that is choice B. Mary and Sally were once the same height. Since then, Sally grew 20% taller, and Mary's height increased by half as many centimeters as Sally's height increased. Sally is now 180 centimeters tall. How tall in centimeters is Mary now? Mary and Sally. So, I don't know their initial heights, so I'll just label the initial heights X. They were the same initially, or once the same height. So now, Sally increases by 20%. So she goes from x to 1.2x. 20% increase. And they're saying that when this height increase happens, it results in her being 180 centimeters. So we can quickly solve for x. X will be 180 divided by 1.2. So x is equal to 150. So she was 150 centimeters, and then she became 180. So she increased her height by 30 centimeters. They're saying Mary increased her height by half as many centimeters as Sally. So if Sally increased her height by 30, Mary increased her height by 15. Mary was 150. She increased her height by 15. So now she's 165. And that's the answer to the question. So number 9, the answer is B. If 2 to the power of A times 2 to the power of B is equal to 64, then the mean of A plus B, A and B is 2 to the power of A times 2 to the power of B is 64. Well, 64 is 2 to the power of 6. And because the bases are the same, you add the exponents, so it becomes 2 to the power of A plus B. Looking at both sides, the bases are the same, so the exponents must be equal. So that means A plus B is equal to 6. Now, how do you find the average of two numbers? Well, you add them and divide by 2. So I've already added them. I'll divide by 2. And this represents the average of A and B. And that is equal to 3. There you go. Number 10, the answer is 3, which is choice D.